Hey y'all, happy Monday. I see a lot of you are here already, so I don't know exactly where we're headed today. I've got a few things we want to discuss today. Today we'll probably take it easy, get back into the timeline tomorrow, but I'm not really sure exactly where we're going to start, so we'll see what the day brings. Let's go.
You're beautiful but unsatisfied since day one. You were getting teased and it scarred you when you were young. Now you're getting older and you've been on the grind. Your paper off the scale so you feel like it's time. So you got a nose job, that's the primary thing. People tease you as a kid and for some reason you hit. Always into high fashion, girl, you heavy like lead. Liposuction out your shell like a chicken and egg. Feeling confident but now you're becoming obsessed. First your nose, then your weight, now your butt and your breast. It's a vanity fair, cosmetic overdose. Fiending for a next operation like it was dope. Now you feel the need to skin pill, your skin's no good. But if those around you were real, they'll tell you the truth. Just because you spending thousands, that don't make it alright. Had one problem, now it's many going under the knife. Your lips, breasts, butt, legs, waist, hips, nose and chest, waistline, facelines, looking your best. Do it like the rest, Vanity Fair. I said your lips, breasts, butt, legs, waist, hips, nose and chest, waistline, facelines, looking your best. Do it like the rest, Vanity Fair. Come on. Vanity Fair, yeah. Changing one or two things, cool girl, do you? Do you wanna be beautiful and look like you? Or do you wanna look like someone you saw in a magazine or video, but not in the raw? I like nice shaped bodies, bikinis Brazilian, but too much of anything just isn't appealing. Some people spend a lifetime, even a million. No grace like those unhappy when chilling. A girl with a big butt, big lips, small hips is what we all love to see, and men dream about this. There is nothing wrong with getting something broken fixed. Some women get a breast job cause cancer assists. Some women want to please their man and insist. And a woman really loves you if she wants to do this. But abuse ain't the same as intention was cared. So be careful of the drug called the Vanity Fair. Vanity Fair. Your lips, breasts, butt, legs, waist, hips, nose and chest, waistline, facelines, looking your best. Do it like the rest, Vanity Fair. I said your lips, breasts, butt, legs, waist, hips, nose and chest, waistline, faceline, looking your best. Do it like the rest, Vanity Fair. Your lips, breasts, butt, legs, waist, hips, nose and chest, waistline, facelines, looking your best. Do it like the rest, Vanity Fair. I said your lips, breasts, butt, legs, waist, hips, nose and chest, waistline, faceline, look at your best. Do it like the rest, Vanity Fair. Come on.
Hey y'all. I'll take that off the screen so you don't have to see that yet. You guys are like, not already. Please don't torture us yet. Give us a minute. Hey Boston. Hey Cash. I hate peas. Brittany. Self-proclaimed detective, cool gamer, always happy, Marcy, Wings of Faith, Nat Flo, Carrie, Sunny Days, Tina, Anita Backrib, I like that name, Felony Melanie, Kelval, Revival, Susan, Liz. I do not have a P.O. box, but you can email it to me, Liz. I will check my emails today at some point. I didn't check them over the weekend, of course, but I will check them today. Hey Pig, hey Mimi of 8. Doper Gal, JJ, Lisa. JJ, I figured out why somebody keeps popping up in my timeline. Today I was lurking in a live that was talking about tequila, and I was like, wait, what has happened here? I didn't have any clue of any of that stuff, and I'm like, why does this keep popping up on my timeline? You were in the comment section, and I was like, that's why it's cycling through my followers' likes. But I was watching it, and I was like, holy crap. That's some interesting shit. Hey, Lisa. Hey, Darby. Kara. Was that Justice? Brenda. I was laughing so hard, though, because I didn't know she had gone off the deep end so bad. Like, I haven't seen her since she did what was that MTV show or VH1 show? I don't remember what it was. Okay, so today there's a few things that people have been asking me. So if you have questions, ask me now, because I need to know, first of all, if you are confused on anything with this story, what you are confused on. If anybody is having questions about this proof that they shown in the 9 hours that I wasted of everybody's lives, we're not going back through that. But if anybody is confused about the basic idea of what that is and what it isn't, please ask now, because we're not going back to it. I do want to highlight, though, some things, because we keep talking about, like, where's the money, but where's the court filings? Where's all this other stuff that has gone on and been claimed? That's what I want to know. Beyond just the money, where are the court filings that you claimed? And where are all these things that prevented you and then made it so you could see him? Because it's just not that. But I want to see that stuff. But I'm going to do a pre-record and ask some questions about that too. Yes, please do. There's a recipe post on the wall right now if you guys want to use it. Hey, Sally. Hey, Looney. All right. So one thing I was digging for some other stuff, and I came across this video. And a lot of you are not quite understanding the piece on Facebook, or how that group laid in, or how that group got started. So I went and pulled a clip, because instead of taking it from my words, I want you to take it from their words. Again, I don't want you to trust me on anything. And then we're going to talk about where those Facebook admins kind of went to. And we're going to cycle off a little bit. So this is going to help answer some of those questions. It's not a very long clip. It's back from Molly Golightly's channel. She brings on one of the admins to talk about this. So that's where we're going to start out. And we're going to go from there. Yes, the NDA, right. Yeah, there was an NDA. Where's the restraining order that they claimed was in place too? Oh my gosh. No, Darby, that was insane. And you know what? The biggest waste of 9 hours of everybody's lives. And I hate to say that, but I was so pissed by the time I got to the end of it. I was so pissed. I was like, why? Why did we do this? All right, so let's get into this one. This is, I think, deleted. I'm almost positive it's deleted. This is a stream that Molly did in the beginning of this when all of this was going on. They will explain to you. She brings somebody on to talk with her. It's Gigi, who was one of the founding members of the Justice for Vaughn group. So this will kind of lay in a little bit of the facts of that, and then we'll branch off from there. And then we're going to go back into the timeline, because I'm just, there's so much crap going on. And I'm like, nope, sorry. If I've never talked about you before on my channel, I'm not going to start now, probably. There's a lot of things that are going on that I just don't give two shits about. I've said what I said. I don't go back. Elle, I heard you. If you haven't watched Kathy P's live from last night that she did, I was listening to it. I was like, oh my goodness. Elle, I don't care what you think about what I say about people I dislike. You've earned that dislike, and I stand by 100%. You are absolutely vile. That's it. I don't really give a shit that you don't like what I say. You definitely earned that title, though. So that's about you, not me. They watch me. I don't watch them. That's the crazy part. Like, I don't even watch these people. But let's get into this one, because this one's enlightening. We're going to skip through it. This is my Monday stream today, is going to be kind of answering questions, getting everybody on the same page again so we can dive back in. And then I was going to ask you guys too. Hi, Miss Feather. Hi, Sheila, Kathy P, Army Wife. Hey, the Zinga. What was I going to say? Shit, now I lost my train of thought. Oh, would you guys be okay with us going back and doing a true crime kind of case? It's a closed case. I've talked about it extensively. I've been saying I was going to do this, but I would really like to start mixing in something else, because I am getting to the point where I am so disgusted with these people that I want to break it up some. And I'm not talking about like active cases right now. I'm talking specifically, I want to go over the Shasta Groney. She is the lone survivor of Joseph Edward Duncan in the Hauser incident. And that was one of Idaho's last big death penalty cases. So you guys would be okay with that? Okay. Okay. I will check it, Boston. I haven't checked it. I haven't checked my email. I tried taking some time off. I need to do better about shutting it off and like not feeling like I need to get this all done at once because it's not going anywhere. I have the clips. We're not in a time crunch, but okay, ready? Here we go. Okay, thank you, Was That Justice? Because I'm sitting here like, I can't. In that case, there's been some amazing documentaries done. So we will go in and thankfully it's already been done. It's a years old case. And in fact, the guy is deceased now. So he wasn't put to death. He actually died in prison. Okay. Yeah, it can get really stressful. It's not that it's stressful. It's just really mundane. It's really mundane. And then you have all these people that are just causing nothing but drama, constantly trying to overshadow everything else. And they're such messy pieces of shit that as soon as they get involved in this or they try to like throw distractions at you, it's like, no. Stay the fuck away from me. You were never important in the first place in this whole thing, and you still aren't now. But the flip-flop back and forth like the fish all over the place. I'm like, whose side are you on today? Who's getting along today? No, don't have time for it. So that's why I'm like, okay, I need a break from all this shit. And I figured y'all do too. Hey, Devious. Oh, Penelope. Yeah, that's another one that I'm like, what the hell? They haven't done nothing really with that one. We could talk about that too. And in fact, there's another case out of Florence, Montana that I do want to talk about. And it's still an open case. They've never, after 20 years, they've never found the murderer of that one. And there's a lot of crazy similarities. So we're going to talk about those two cases because they hit home for me because I lived in the areas that they were done. And it was just something from my childhood that, like, you know how you have those one big cases that are close to you and they imprint in your head? Those are two of mine. Oh, hey, Elle. Hey, Savvy. All right, ready? Oh, and I got us a couple new buttons today, by the way, just to piss off the haters. I'm only putting 3 on today because I got to do it slowly. But look at this one. This is compliments of the wonderful Elle. Baby, 'cause I'm a thug. Mrs. Doubtfire got dance moves now. All right, let's go.
This is at this point, she's being terrorized at this point. I mean, if you think about it, like, this is bad. But yeah, I didn't think that it could be real because I didn't think that people could be this low class or this scummy, but they are. So, wow.
So this is interesting, but she's going to tell you why she's doing this in just a minute. This is when the refund started and they started calling everybody up.
This poor lady. So it goes back. Wow. So it goes back to about 12:30. Yeah, they won't leave Miss Letitia alone. Like I said, we have a saboteur, and I think you guys know who that is. So Letitia Bias took pictures of all the cash apps that she got. Now there's a special one right here. Judy Beale, Judybeale. Who's that? Do we know her? Do we know who that is? Do we know who that is? Who's Judy Beale and why? Okay. So all these people.
The reason I'm playing this is specifically because they continue to say that Katie was the first one to ask for a refund, that this person here was fake. It was all created. This was a fake account. That was all sorts of random stuff. Oh, a cricket noise. Good idea. Yeah, that's why.
Right. We got Rachel, $10, Kimberly, Joseph Vaughn, $15, $5, $1, a girl named Marissa, $10.
Of course, she's not going to show them up close, so we really don't know what she's even looking at or reading off. But right here, she's telling you that Letitia sent her screenshots of her Cash App. Okay? She's telling you that Letitia was sending them screenshots of the Cash App. So anybody that would ask for a refund, they would screenshot it and send it on over to Molly, and Molly would do this to them.
Mary, $5. We got another one. So Judy Beale starts. Letitia says total amount collected so far. Doesn't have a date. Cash App $28.92. Zelle $490. GoFund $1,830 equals $5,212.
She's reading off the screenshots that are posted, that one little update that Letitia gave in the group chat to the admins.
And this is a whole thing with a whole bunch of people where it's either, I think it's the people in the Facebook groups. So
she's showing you the admin chat.
this comes because I can see the names at the top. They said, I hate to ask, but are you comfortable with posting an update on the Cash App? And she says total amount collected, and she gives them all of the things. And they say, okay, thank you. And I think we were all pretty happy to see that she was being so transparent.
Oh yeah, so transparent.
And one of the mods says, get that lawyer ready, mama. Letitia says, we requested to cash out the GoFundMe, and the funds will be available on the 16th of July.
Okay. So
then here's more totals. As you can see, I screenshotted that at 6:51 Eastern time.
Yay.
And then says, this is what Letitia's saying. Yeah, people are trying to help. Oh, so no, someone else. It's a group chat. Someone else says, yeah, people are trying to help her raise money to get a lawyer. I had to pick up stuff for my kid's party and was away from my phone. She has done nothing wrong. So here comes someone else. I don't know who this is. Okay, I'm satisfied now. This is the group text. Thank you. I will cancel my request, right? So Judy Beale is over here saying, okay, I feel comfortable now. I'm canceling my request.
Okay, one thing I got to ask everybody here right off the bat is Judy had went and asked for a refund, which we know her name's been out here for months. They've been saying she's a fake person. She's not real. All of this stuff. It's been absolute complete harassment of her non-freaking stop. And she had real life shit going on through all this too. Anyways, but one thing I want to ask y'all is when they were interacting, Judy and Letitia, you remember those screenshots and they're posted too. But you remember specifically that Letitia was offering to like walk Judy through, like, what can I do to show you that I went and that I spent the money? If she had that receipt for the attorney, why didn't she show Judy that receipt? Why did she opt to send Judy and show Judy a very private photo or video, excuse me, of Marvon in the hospital? Instead of showing Judy the receipt of where the money went, she opted to show Judy a video of Marvon in the hospital as her proof. Can anybody make that make sense?
Judy Beale, are you here? So then Judy Beale gets blocked. Justice, you want to come on up?
She got blocked.
Low class, man. Talk about low class. Oh my God. I mean, buyer's remorse is something. So this is the Facebook mods, the admins of the Facebook groups. This is what Judy Beale says. Hey, Miss Bias, I'm so sorry for what you're going through. It's definitely not fair. But I want to know, there are many people standing with you. Do you have a place to stay while you're visiting? And she says, Letitia, I'm home now. Oh, Gigi. You also have the screenshots of Judy saying she wants her money back. Miss Letitia just sent them all to me and Justin. She can't come up because she's really tired. She pulled a double. She said she's going to watch the video later. Do you want me to call you? The link is for Justin, please.
Because she asked for a refund. She asked for a refund. She asked for transparency like they promised everybody. And then Judy was attacked and ran in circles. So the admins jumped on her. The group of them jumped on her because she asked for a refund. So then she was like, okay, I'll just take this and leave it alone. It's fine. No big deal. She just wanted left alone. Totally fine. But this was all not as it seemed.
If Elle's here, but she doesn't really go on the weekends because she's with her family. My family's outside playing basketball. My husband's on his way home. So I have a reason to just kind of bum around the house.
Sure.
Let me go back. Ouch. This is sad, man. This is just gross.
Do you guys remember live?
There's more. Trust me. So here she goes. Justin.
Hey.
Do you even believe your eyes?
I don't even know what's going on right now, to be honest with you, hardly.
Okay, so I checked my phone, right? And Miss Letitia sent you and I all of the proof of this chick. Remember you said we need to find proof of this chick demanding her $500 back? It's that Judy Beale person.
Okay.
So she sent me everything from the very beginning, right?
But I thought the other one was the first refund that kicked all this off. Then why are Molly and Justin so concerned about this one and the admin from the Facebook group? If it was all Katie's fault, why were they so concerned about this one?
If you look at your phone, you'll see everything beginning, starting with the admins. One of them is watching. They asked her, it was a group text message. They said, hey.
All of them were watching. A bunch of them became mods of Molly's.
Hey, make a banner for her donations. All right. Okay, here you go. There you go. I'm sorry. I forgot. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Holy shit. Heaven forbid I forget to put in, you know, something. Holy shit. I wasn't thinking. I'm sorry. I apologize. Gigi, she says we're going to call her. So let's go through these, right? It starts out with, she's just.
We don't even care. We've seen all these.
Just.
I've done so many videos on these. I don't care about that.
500.
You want to see them?
$500. It was Justice for Vaughn.
They just went circles with Judy and circles. Letitia just totally tried
Justice for Vaughn. He attempted S.
Oh, here we go.
Tells Katie that she's pathetic. And then Katie tells her, Stephanie, so are you. Okay. Katie is calling me an egg donor also. Dang, that's so messed up. So then Letitia is just basically sending screenshots, which I don't care about. Crystal Ball. Crystal Ball is telling people, Linda, Stone, Graham, there is no justice for Vaughn. He attempted S. His mom made up a fake story to make money.
Oh, God. She never even requested money. She never asked for money. People was asking.
What? Spanky? What'd you just say there? She never asked for anything. Hey, Clipper. Hey, Little Dove. Hey, Jennifer. Welcome. Clipper, you better not give me saying boom at the end again. That was, I was like, oh, okay. Oh, I'm talking about my butt. That's great, Clip. Oh, great. And then in the end, I go, boom. I was like, that's ridiculous.
She made up a fake story to make money, wake up and request a refund. Ouch. Then she tells Araceli,
I'll check it.
that she's literally received death threats. Would you sit back and take it? Don't even say yes, because we know that you wouldn't. And then Casey Anthony's over here saying, nah, I like laughing. It's more fun that being on a fake self-righteous justice brigade for an egg donor to make money. And then that's it. So
That's horrible.
wow. So then all of a sudden, then after that, this is the very end. It's all in. Did you read what I sent to you about the $500? And I just read, now I'm pissed. I just said this. Now I'm pissed. I'm going live. Come on, Justin. And Letitia says, I'm going to watch when I get up. I'm so tired. And I said, okay.
She did ask for money. Yes, she did. She came to social media. And I've got the clip before Molly even met her. I've got the clip before.
Okay, here we go. We're going to call one of the admins. I won't say their name.
This is Gigi she's calling. I'll say her name. Gigi is who she's calling.
Hello. Hi, Miss Admin. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm a little shocked at how disgusting people are acting.
Oh my gosh, it's horrible.
Can you tell us, like?
Well, yeah, Judy was the first person that asked for like her refund, and then I think
what did the admin of the group just say? Oh shit! No, that can't be. But Katie's the reason for everything. She's the reason the earth is flat. Well, the admin of the Facebook group just confirmed that that is not even true. There you go, friends.
she didn't answer. She reached out to one of the admin, and then they were talking to her, and then she was like, "Oh, you know, never mind. I don't want my refund back. It's okay. Actually, I'm going to send more money." She told that
they sure as hell went in her inbox and started badgering. You're right.
admin that she does this all the time and that she gets scammed. So like she's traumatized. And we were like, well, maybe you should reconsider just like throwing money out to just people. But you know, this is for a good cause, you know. And she's like, yeah, you're right. I don't need my money back. I'm sorry. I just thought she was a scammer and blah blah blah. And so like she left it at that. And then I don't like all of a sudden like Crystal wouldn't believe.
Excuse me, Bridget. Yes, she knows she's live because she's been texting me. She's been texting me, and I told her I was going to call her. So yeah, she knows.
Yeah. So the thing with that too is there's a lot of stuff that lady is saying that's false about our group, starting with none of us are paparazzi. The other thing is like Letitia.
None of the main admins were paparazzi. They did have a couple admins that were added in, not to the main ones, but there was a couple mods that were paparazzi, and there was another one that was helping them out, aka Eve, who was paparazzi.
Was being harassed. Like you just read text messages, which I'm glad you read them. And whoever said that they're all over the place, no, they're not, because they're being like trapped and screwed to look otherwise than what they are. So, which was Judy harassing her, telling her she's going to get a detective.
Why'd the audio go out? Hold on.
Where's that?
Oh no, it's that. It's not me.
Can't hear anything.
Ha! It's not me.
It's muted or something. Your mic's not working.
I'm always like, wait. Thank you.
Hello.
I love these technical difficulty ones because I'm always like, wait, is it me this time?
I can't hear you, Marissa.
I don't know why.
The microphone went off. Can you start that all over again? I'm so sorry. I put the thing. I was trying to hide your name.
Okay.
And all right. So can you start that all over? I'm sorry. I tried to put it on a box.
Okay. By the way, all you claiming that, oh my God, they've been doxxed. These girls came to social media using their names, their real names. That's how they were addressed in the groups. That's how they introduced themselves to Molly. That's how Molly introduced themselves. A little too late saying their names when that's what they used on social media. What do you want me to do? Make up an alt for them? I mean, they have 5,000 of those too. So am I supposed to just rename them even though that's what they came to social media using? Get over yourselves with the whole, oh my God, their names. What else do you want us to address them by? That's what they fucking came on here, started the group doing all this by. A couple of them were smart enough and used alts, but even that have all unraveled.
And it hit the, all right.
Oh, by the way, not for nothing, if you come in and or catch the replay on this one, Kyle sat through your entire video last night and was sitting there like this. He had no clue about the past. If you guys have not seen that video and seen like the previous pictures, but Kyle has a whole theory on this whole entire situation that honestly makes a lot of sense. We'll have him go over it sometime with us because I was like, you might be right, actually. You might be right. But I'll wait for him because I can't even make it make sense. But he can, looking at it with fresh eyes, he's got a whole theory.
She's going to explain it all over again. I'm very sorry about that. That it hit the button for the sound. But thank you for telling me. All right, go ahead.
So yeah, as you can see, like Judy felt entitled and was, texting Letitia, and then Letitia being very transparent was like, sure, I'll say how much. And you were reading those text messages. Yeah. And then if she didn't answer fast enough, she got mad, and then she was like,
good, Kathy, that'll be great.
I want my money back. And so one of the admins, were like, let's figure out if she really wants her money back, blah, blah, blah. And then she said, no, I don't want my money back after everything was explained to her, like this money's being used for a lawyer, blah, blah, blah. But it was when the money was being used for a lawyer. But again, I remind you that we're seeing a receipt now, right? We're seeing a receipt that this retainer was paid. Not once to anybody that asked Letitia for a refund, that Letitia actually engaged in conversation with about these refunds, promised to pay them back. She offered to show them videos of Marvon in the hospital over showing them the receipt. I need you to keep that in your head, because if that receipt had so much weight, was all this, why didn't she show them that? That's the part I need people to understand. And not only she showed him that, but then it got passed around and everybody has it. Molly's like held it over everybody's head and been like, oh, we have this groundbreaking video of Letitia that can prove everything. No, we've already seen it. A lot of us just would never, ever. The video specifically that I'm talking about is in my community section. Sorry. Who was nonsense referring to regarding Fresh Eyes? KB. Kyle was watching some of these videos with Not For Nothing did a whole video of like Molly through, it was the cops, wife swap. I can't remember the name of the other one. My Secret Life, I think. Yes, Clipper. She opted to she talked to Judy and showed Judy a personal video of Marvon in the hospital instead of sending her the receipt. Or so they claim they had. She did the same thing to multiple people. With the other girl, Danielle, that they've ran all over. She never once offered to show them the receipt. They showed private personal videos, and that it doesn't make sense. The lady causing all the drama started posting that Judy started.
Kyle was the one with fresh eyes, though. He has a whole theory on some of this stuff, and it actually makes a lot more sense than, some of the theories out here are pretty wild, but it's crazy.
Doing this. And then she said she didn't want it back. And then, I don't know, then she wanted it back again, and she didn't want it back. And she told the admins that she gives money all the time to people, and she's always scammed. And so one of the admins were like, that's really nice of you, but maybe, you should look into stuff like that. But Letitia is not a scammer, and can you, just calm down? And then she was okay. She was okay until she got involved with these people that are saying that Letitia's a scammer. Then she gave them her screenshot or whatever. And, she told her that she's getting a detective, like literally harassing Letitia. And I was like, this is so crazy. Like, this poor woman is crying. She's like worked like a hardworking woman. Like people are harassing her. Like, if you didn't want to give her money, you didn't have to give her money. Like, it's so sad too for people to say, what is justice for Vaughn? Like, I'm sorry, I'm not trying to cry, because literally, like, today I'm cleaning my garage. Like, I'm a normal person. I've never created a group. The other girls, they've never been in, like, they don't know this stuff. Like, we did this for a good purpose, and we started out with 4 people, and Letitia did not start these.
Listen to what she's going to tell you. You've heard all these stories about how the admins were set up, the groups were set up, all of these people were set up by us. Okay. I want you to actually hear them speak. Listen to the words, what they're talking to. Savvy Alley, it is absolutely Jerry Springer times 10. We could just call it nonsense Springer. I mean, that's probably good. I could be the new Jerry Springer, Steve Wilkos, nonsense Wilkos. I think I like that one better than nonsense Springer. It's bad.
Groups for that rumor that's going around. We started this group as just normal people that used to watch Dre and had questions, and were like, this isn't right. And actually seeing Marvon's personality and grew to like him, and was like, something is wrong here. Like, we have questions, because Dre wasn't letting people ask questions. We formed a group that started off with 4. It went to 4,000. And Molly, like, I respect you so much, because like, we literally had like 4,000 people, and all of the admins were reaching out to YouTubers and stuff, and people would not take this. You did not hesitate. You did not care that we weren't a big group, because at the time we weren't even a big group. You didn't know if this was going to catch anything. I feel like you read it and it just touched your heart.
So how was Molly set up? So these are the group, the original 4 that reached out to Molly. They had been reaching out to all sorts of YouTubers. They wouldn't take it. Why? I wonder why. Molly jumped right at it. Wonder why.
I didn't even know you before that. I never watched your YouTubes or anything. And I just was like, I have respect for her. And then talking to like Letitia, like, we were just like, you can see Molly's a good person. And, people like to down you because you're emotional, but that's part of having a good heart. You know what I'm saying? And that's what we have as admins. We have a good heart. So people out there putting out all these rumors and saying like, oh, the admins left. Yeah, some admins did leave, because this is a lot of stress. You people are threatening people's family. You're asking for donations back for a good cause that we were so happy to like help with. And people out there that are saying justice for Vaughn, that was my point. We reached so many people. We went from 4 people to 4,000 to 50,000 to 75,000 people that care about this story. We raised money for his mom, for him to be able to see him, for her to be able to get a lawyer, for people to come out and tell their stories and share and be able to come to a safe place to talk. That's what our group, Justice for Vaughn, is. Not those other groups. There's other groups out there.
Safe place. Remember that. That was a safe place.
Taking our name. Right now we're archived, and we're archived because we're stressed. And there was moments where we were going to give up because we're normal people.
They were archived because the main admin who created the group said no more. This is bullshit. No, this is Gigi, one of the original 4 admins of the Facebook group. The original 4 before it came to YouTube. She's telling you guys about what was going on before they even got in contact with YouTubers. This is Gigi, the admin.
People, we work, we have families. Some of us are stay-at-home moms. We're all from different backgrounds, we've never even met each other. A lot of us don't even know each other. We're all from across the country, but we had a purpose. And
but some of you knew each other. Some of you are actually in real life besties.
It's sad to see people that build careers on bashing people, because that's what I see. Your
group was a safe space, really, but it was intended on exposing Dre. So again, it's sad when people build a career off of going after people. That's exactly what you built your group on.
It's like bashing people and taking people down. That's not right.
No, it's not.
And it's not right. And people want to say, oh, you guys posted Dre's.
But that's why you created the group, was to take Dre down. It wasn't about justice for Vaughn. It was never. That's why Exposing Dre McRae was the first group made.
Videos, but Dre gave those videos to the public.
Yeah, you're right.
You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
Letitia's family was not a part of the public. The reason why I reached out to Letitia when we started the group, and I said, I just want to.
Did you hear that? She reached out to Letitia when they started the group. Gigi reached out to Letitia.
I just want to send you prayers for you and your family, because I know this is a hard time. She didn't reach out to us. We reached out to her.
Letitia didn't reach out to them. They reached out to her. They kind of have a habit of creating groups on trying to help somebody or doing something, on behalf of somebody, and then flip the switch.
Saying, hey, we created this group in support of your son, and we're sending you prayers. And,
hey, we created this group in support of your son. Bullshit. You created a group to expose his wife.
we hope the truth comes out about it. And then we built a relationship just by her saying that there was people out there that cared. And when the group started growing larger, she was so happy. She's like, oh my gosh, my heart, you know, genuinely happy. And then, you know, she works. She's a hardworking woman. You know, we realized, okay, she probably doesn't have the money for a lawyer. So people wanted to give money. Here we go. Let's give it. And then now all of this, there's truth.
We realized she didn't have money for attorney. She was already asking for money.
And the truth will always come out. And that's why, like, the things that are being said about the admin for Justice for Vaughn, nothing is true. None of that is true. We are not paid. We were not paparazzi. Even the admins that left, every single one of them, I can't say anything bad about any of them. The screenshots that are out, I would like for people when they say things and they say, hey, this is true. If you're going to post a conversation that you had with somebody, screen record it. Screen record the whole conversation and then post it. Because what's happening is people are out there screenshotting and chopping and screwing these text messages. Somebody did that.
Oh, the same thing that they did to Dre to base their whole theory off of. Okay, gotcha.
To me, one of my posts, they screenshotted it and posted it, and then they took a comment from a whole nother post and put it under my post. Like, come on, people. Like, we're not getting anything out of this. What we're getting out of it is that our hearts are pure and that we know that God is working in the favor of good.
This is Gigi, one of the original creators and original 4 admins of the Exposing Dre McRae and Justice for Vaughn groups on Facebook. The groups that were originally created that kicked off all of this chaos. The very girls that went to Molly, she just talked about that, and contacted Molly. Molly was the only YouTuber that would jump on this.
Period. Like, that's it. That's it.
Yeah.
And, you know, and we don't know what to do about, like, putting the truth out. So we were, you know, we've been going back and forth as a group, like, hey, should we do a live? Hey, should we, you know, just to show our innocence. And why do we have to do that, though? You know what I mean? Like, why can't we just be good people that actually wanted to do something good? Like, I get it. There's social media people out there that feed off of the drama and, like, love that they get that attention. But that was not us. Like, we love to see prayers in our group. We love to see uplifting messages, because you could wake up tomorrow and you could be Letitia.
God heaven forbid.
Yeah, this could be you. And people don't even have money, and we're sending $5, $2.
This could be you, because these crazy bitches are out here running around creating groups to stand for people and do all this stuff based off of completely fucking no factual basis. That's it. It is like, oh, so frustrating to hear this. Woo-hoo-hoo. Hey, Kylie. Hey, T. Kelly. This is crazy. Hey, Apple.
And you know, at one point, Letitia was like, just take all of the cash out the GoFundMe down. Like, I'll sell everything I have.
Yeah, she said that because I don't know.
Take all of the cash out the GoFundMe. And every time, like, people say something, she wants to, like, defend herself. And that's sad that somebody has to try to defend themselves. And you know what? Even when you defend yourself, this right here, me talking, is going to be picked and pulled apart and put on social media and blah, blah, blah. And I can just see it now. So it's like, where do you
want to? No, you won't.
It's a lose-lose situation. Like, I feel like
you won't be picked apart, because you want to know something? When we give with good intent. God knows what's in your heart. We have a saboteur amongst us. She's not getting her way. She gets caught in all of these lies. So she's angry. And what is she trying to do? She's trying to manipulate weaker minds to believe what she wants people to believe. I believe that if she was running the show and Mr. Marvin Sr. and Miss Wynette and Letitia and Rochelle and the whole family were behind her, rooting her on, guess what? She would have a completely different story. But with a person like that, I mean, there's something mentally wrong with her, and everybody sees it, and her credibility is shot. And then the thing is sadly, when I've never seen anything like this before, but I mean, like, these are true. I mean, for her to say that Justice for Vaughn is a fake story, no. Let me tell you something. Me and Justin have seen things that would blow your mind. I cannot reveal. I cannot show anybody, but trust me, these people are not scam artists. These people are not lying to us. These people are heartbroken. These people are heartbroken.
And you know what? Broken families exist. And I'm sorry, I've never met a.
These people are so ignorant. It's painful to watch this. It's painful. Thankfully, we're almost done.
Broken families exist. And I'm not saying that, you know, there's a broken family, but things happen, like in this situation, in Letitia's situation, you know, where in-laws don't get along or whatever the case may be. But when it comes to, like, where they are right now, where, you know, they want to be there for Marvin, like, they should have the ability to be there. And, you know, that's the sad part. And all of us can feel for that, because, you know. What's
crazy is Marvin had already gotten to see her, or see Marvin. Marvin Sr. had already gotten to see Marvin Jr. by this point in time. And I think Letitia had too.
We don't know what Marvin wants. How do we know that he doesn't want his family there? You know what I mean? And I don't know. You have to have, like, a cruel heart to even, like, tear this story apart, like how it's been tore apart. Because I'm telling you, like every single time there's
How dare we want the truth? How fucking dare us? What are we thinking? That how dare us? We are terrible people to think that it is wrong to exploit a Marine veteran's attempted suicide. Like, how dare us think that?
a post, it is literally false. And I don't understand, like, people say they want the truth. Like, why don't you ask the people that you want to know the truth from? Like, I don't understand. Like, they just, like,
You guys are all lying
they're
sexist.
paparazzi trying to take Jay down, and they're getting paid, and I don't understand. And Letitia's running the groups, and what? Like,
No way.
Letitia,
doesn't-
we're posting for
no.
Letitia. Like, that was another one. Like, what? Like,
They absolutely were posting for Letitia. Do you guys remember that? A lot of you do, but see how she just easily lied and said that that wasn't happening when we know for a fact it fucking was? It absolutely was.
no. Like, and the reason why, like I said, why we're archived is because like, there were groups that came after even one of our admin's kids. Like, why don't you go and take care of your daughter? Blah, blah, blah. Like, it's cruel out there. Like, it's really cruel. I don't know how you guys.
One of you came, wait, what? Oh, Gigi, this is why we don't like you at all. And I will say terrible things about her because she's a piece of shit. That whole group. You know what's funny is that whole group went and hung out to Molly's crowd. And then they all like sucked up to Molly big time. And then a lot of them went and supported Tia and they love bombed her too. I don't know if any of them still are over there or not, but like the Heather Marie, all of these little twits, Tony, Gigi, Heather Marie, I can name a shit ton of them. Brittany, they all like love bombed. They all have a million freaking alts. It's just such easy lies. But she is saying that, oh, somebody went after one of the admin's kids. How many times did you guys call CPS, Andre? This is the same admin that you heard cheering that she was going to cry when the CPS worker joined their group. If you didn't watch that video, I reposted it in the community section and the voice clips are in there and their posts from that group when the CPS worker joined the group. And this is the one you hear going, oh my God, I'm going to cry. I'm so happy. That's this bitch.
do it. Like, my hat's off to you.
Yeah, well.
But some people can't mentally take that. And so while they're saying, oh, admins quit and there's all this drama, no, try again. What happened?
Actually, the creator of the group said, fuck this. There's no transparency, and came and gave me bits and pieces of what she wanted me to see. And it was thankfully enough to get to where we are today.
Is we did lose admins, not for any purposes that you guys are like putting out there, are thinking, you know what I mean? So
that's
they
bullshit.
can take that and like coming up with things. The other thing that we wanted to say too is people were coming in the group like trying to sell like all kinds of stuff, and at this time like we didn't know who to trust at that moment. So you know we were like we're not going to do that. It wasn't directly towards anybody. Like if you were selling things in remembrance of Marvon and we didn't allow it, or there was a post that you wanted to post,
they were doing stickers. Somebody was making stickers. Somebody was making shirts. There was all sorts of stuff. Somebody was painting or doing canvases for the creators. Like all of them were trying to get an in on this.
and we didn't allow it. It was because of this. Like it was, everything was just getting so out of hand. Like no one knows what we get in our inboxes. You know what I mean?
This is an old video safari. So we went over the last videos we went over. They talk about this receipt that they drop at the very end of it. However, this is one of the videos and there was so many lies that were told throughout that, but they're missing this entire chapter. This is the admin of one of the original 4 admins of the group who was talking to Molly and explaining how the group got started and why the group got started. It is being claimed that we somehow set the admins of the group up to, but she just confirmed that like they reached out to Letitia and asked her to join. They did all of this themselves. So we're just going over this one because it leads us into the next questions that people have had for me.
Just threats and just all kinds of stuff. Like I was told I'm going to hell, like, and I don't understand. And I just had to laugh because I know, you know,
Why?
that I do stuff out of my heart, and I'm not here to like fight her. And people are like, oh, they're silent. No, we're silent because we don't do this all the time. We don't even know like how to take care of this or speak up for ourselves, you know? And I feel bad for the women that started in this group and like really wanted to see it go places, and then like, you know, got stressed out by things and scared. People were saying they're gonna, what she said, we shouldn't have filed police reports for death threats or something. Like what? We didn't even allow negative posts in our group. And like there's death threats out there, like I don't even know what.
You didn't allow negative posts, but you sure as hell love the post that doxed her ex-husband, doxed all sorts of people, doxed Marvon's location. You allowed that in the group too, didn't you?
But we're not even scared because we didn't do anything wrong. And like the threats that are being put out there, please, we want you to post the entire truth. And like we have nothing to hide. Like we may have talked crap like about because there was fake stuff being brought up, but that's about it. Other than that, we're not bad people at all. We're actually good people. So
Of course. We know that. Justin and I know that. I think all 2,200 people are sitting here like, how does this happen? And you know what? We live in a society now where, you know, we have to just tolerate that not everybody is like us. Not everybody has compassion.
Susan, I haven't, only 45 minutes. You haven't missed anything at all. Nothing exciting. This is just an old clip that it was clarifying from the admin's own words how the group got started and why.
Not everybody has empathy for others. There's people out there that are living and adjusting and accepting the fact that we live in a miserable world, and they latch onto it and they think that they can be miserable, greedy, and ugly as well. And these text messages that were sent to Letitia come from a very, very dark, ugly place. What's happening to this family? I said it about 2 weeks ago.
They also confirmed in the very beginning of this who the admin from the Facebook group starts talking about the refunds, because again, refunds had already started to be requested right before these guys got involved. So people were going to the admins of the Facebook group and talking about the refunds and requesting refunds and discussing it with them before Molly really even knew what was going on. And they confirmed that too, that there was another refund that had been requested, and it threw a huge, I mean, we know that Katie never started all this anyways, but it threw a huge wrench in that one. Hey, New Zealand mysteries. I want to go to New Zealand.
There's a very dark cloud looming over this story, and it's so sad.
Yeah, it really is, because we were really doing good. And you know what's really sad is we were getting messages that were telling us, hey, don't. And for anybody listening that told Justice for Vaughn, and I know you guys are probably like, we told you, you know, you have to understand, like, at this point, like, no one knew, not no one knew, but it was not as big as it was. And no one knew her, okay? No one knew her. Like, a lot of us were like, who is that? We don't even know. We did not know.
We didn't know that. Neither did Justin and I.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Neither did Justin and I.
Yep. That's what happened to us. And so we didn't know. And people were saying, no. And we just thought, like, okay, those are just people that are just like, don't like her. Like, not everybody's gonna like her. But
That's
it wasn't that. It was more than that. Because as soon as that happened, I'm telling you, this is when all this got haywire. And obviously, like, and then, you know, Facebook Lives weren't even happening. But now that all this drama, Facebook Live.
They were messaging Katie and trying to control what Katie was posting on her page, and they quickly learned that that wasn't going to work. They could control what Molly was doing, but Katie was not jumping. You can read those messages between Tony and Katie yourself. They were going back and forth and trying to control when she was going to post things and at what speed. They didn't like it because they wanted it posted in their group. It was a whole competition. But it started with the Facebook admins before Molly.
Are happening. Listen, you guys are watching her, commenting to her, posting to her, you're giving her what she wants. And that's why we stayed quiet, because we decided we're not going to do that. And not only that, you can't really argue with delusional people.
All right, there's people in the chat that think that you're a Dre.
Oh, no, I'm not Dre at all. I'm actually Gigi, and I'm not scared to say that.
By the way, her name is Gigi. She goes with a little green flower. Yeah, that's her.
I'm the admin on the Justice for Vaughn group. And obviously, like, a lot of you people already know me because you guys.
And there's an absolute reason why I don't like these people, and you can tell why. Because you've heard her lie how many times now? And she sits here and says, I don't know how anybody could make a career off bashing somebody. You made a whole group to try and destroy a family. Because why? She wouldn't answer your questions that you felt entitled to have answers to?
Screenshot my posts and stuff, but I'm not Dre. So, and honestly, my profile is who I really am. And
ah, shit. My profile is who I really am. Oh, fuck. Oh, dear. Wait, does that throw a wrench in your whole nonsense? Dox them all. She just told you yourself. Dumbasses.
A lot of our profiles are who we really are. We're not fake profiles. And I'm not saying that some weren't fake.
Hello. That's what we've been saying. I'm like, this is why it's so frustrating to me, because I'm like, nothing we say changes. And then you can go back and pull these things and verbatim, they say them themselves. Like, that's where we got them.
Because obviously they wanted to hide their true identity, and not for backlash, but for this, like, getting harassed. Because now, like, my regular Facebook is being harassed, which that's fine, because I will, like, I'll protect myself by any means against any lie, and I, like, am a true person, and that's it. I'm not Dre.
You want to talk about harassing? You want to talk about the messages that you sent to the creator of the group harassing her and basically kind of threatening her after she came forward and was trying to be transparent and give people some answers because she felt horrible for what she had been a part of? So you want to talk about that? Because I have those too, Gigi.
So
I don't think you sound like her at all.
Those are posted on Facebook too.
I just, like, do things from my heart and speak from my heart. And this group was created, like, from our heart. So it wasn't created, like.
Do you believe that the Facebook groups were now, just a quick reminder, Exposing Dre McRae was the first one made, and then Justice for Vaughn was developed off of that. Do you think that they were made from the bottoms of their heart? Is that what you think why they created this? I can't stand her either, Safari, at freaking all. And none of us can. It's just, it was so easy for them to lie. And that's why I have such an issue with this. But this is going to lead into the rest of it. Do you guys think that that's why they did it? Oh, Safari, I haven't checked my email yet. I will check it. I haven't checked them over the weekend either.
To create drama and all of that, even though that's what was brought here. And like,
That's what I promise I will do. As soon as I'm done with this, I go get the kids and then I'm done.
God blesses those with the purest intentions.
yes, exactly. Yeah. And, we weren't prepared for this. So, yeah, like people want to make fun. Oh, they disappeared. Yes, we did, to take a mental break. And, like, we kept saying, we're going to let the truth go out there, because then those people that are saying lies, they just keep on going. We're like, let them keep burying themselves. And when the truth comes out and we say our truth, oh, they're going to even look more stupider. Because it seems like the more quiet we are, like they can't create drama. So they keep coming up with more lies. Like, really? Like, you're burying yourself even deeper, because when we say the truth, you're putting your foot in your mouth, like.
When did you guys ever say the truth? I haven't heard any of them speak the truth one time. Not once. Not once. Have you guys? I mean, put a number one if you've heard them speak the truth, because I'm still waiting for it.
We're not getting paid out of this. We're just regular women. And like I said, some of us have our regular profiles. So some of us, even myself, I was worried. But, I was reminded by my family, that I'm strong and that, I stand for what I believe. And I'm like, you're right.
Who, Safari? Who was talking in another chat yesterday? I'm not sure. I don't watch a lot of, you'll have to probably tell me. Oh, maybe you. That might be what you emailed me. I'll look.
So my profile is who I am, and that's it. And if anybody wants to message,
my profile is who I am. So can we say it again? Nonsense didn't fucking dox anybody. Thank you. Come again.
to me and has a question directly towards me, you can ask me, but don't post something and then say it's the truth and then not have my side and say that that's the truth, because it's not. Like, harassing.
Oh shit, did she just show her screen that said her full name? Oh god damn it, Molly, you just doxed the shit out of this woman.
Admin is like totally uncalled for, because we're really just here to help get justice for Vaughn. And I'm tired of seeing what is justice for Vaughn. Well, I just named a lot of stuff. We got the story out there. People that cared were able to come to one place. His mom was able to visit, which was huge, like huge.
His mom was able to visit. It was huge. So mission accomplished, right? Where's the court order? Where's the restraining order? Where's the NDA?
That was huge. And all of us admins, like, we cry together, we talk together, we do all of this. And people want to say, like, we were for Molly. But yeah, we were for Molly because she comes from the place that we come from. And some of you guys might not agree with that, but sometimes
we work for Molly. We work for Molly. Gotcha. Making sure y'all hear what's going on.
When your heart is in it, you do get emotional, you know what I mean? But not emotional in a bad way, like how that other thing was. And we felt that in our hearts that was not good for the group. And that's period. And when you're harassing Letitia, absolutely we're not going to be for that. Like, what? No. It's like victim blaming. Like, that's not even cool.
Did you show up? Can you answer a question?
Speaking of victim blaming, the irony.
Did you show up or did you not show up to court on Thursday?
Me?
Yeah.
Molly, put it on slow mode, please.
Huh?
I was talking to Molly.
Did you show up? Did you show up on did you show up to court on Thursday, or were you not there? Because there's rumors that you were there or you were not there.
Me, Gigi?
Oh, okay. So you're not. All right. So you're not Trey. Okay, gotcha. All right. So I tested her, and there you go. She didn't know what the hell I was talking about.
I was like, Marissa, are you talking to somebody else? Because I can't watch you right now.
Yeah, right. No, this is not. This is not. So, thank you, Shanae. Keep your hard work up, not for only Marvan's family, but for allowing us to be a part of the process. May God keep you. Aw, thank you. That was very sweet, and thank you for the super chat.
You know who that is? Does anybody in the chat know who that name was? Anybody?
Because that's what,
What's up with this Judy Beale chick? Do you know her? Have you ever talked to her?
No, not at all. But I can tell you that, when she started texting, Letitia was like, I'm gonna just give her money back. She was gonna give her money back, and then Judy was asking questions, and the admin was answering her. Those are the same text messages you have, so everything you have there. And she was answering her, and then she said, "Okay, never mind. I don't want it back. It's okay. Actually, I'm gonna donate more later," is what she said. And
after the admins jumped her and cornered her, of course, yeah.
We were like, you don't need to donate more. Like, that was more than enough. Thank you. And if you have any questions, you can ask us too. Because what happened was she was contacting Letitia, and if Letitia didn't answer fast enough, she started freaking out.
That's what I said when I read it. Yeah. I said the same thing. I said, "Oh, there we go."
It was days.
Yeah, and you know that's how a lot of these people that are mad, like her old admin, I don't even know the lady's name, but she's the one that like started saying that Tony kicked her out of the group. No, Tony didn't kick her out of the group. It was probably one of any of our admins, and that was because we kept telling people to stop fighting, stop going back and forth, stop saying negative stuff, like because that's not what our group was about. And a lot of people respected that. It was only a few people that that didn't, and then people want to say you guys are blocking us, blah blah blah. Well, guess what? Like we wanted this place to be a safe place for people that were in support of Marvon. This isn't a place. Justice for Vaughn was not a place created for people that are supporters of other people or other pages or other groups that are not in support of Marvon to come and argue. And that's it. And if people don't respect that, then you got removed and you got blocked. And then in our post,
so you just heard him say that if you asked any questions that made any logical sense or common sense questions, you got blocked, basically. And that's exactly what they did. The group, I don't think it exists anymore. It was archived by the creator. I don't know if she handed over these groups to anybody else. Last I knew, I got blocked. Of course, I got blocked finally. But it's not as it seems. I also have the original of Gigi going over one of Dre's lives in the group and her commentating over Dre's live. And it's very telling too. We could go through that. I've already broke it down one time. And I can pull the link and pop it to the top again. So you guys can watch that if you want to, but that's very telling too. Very, very telling. But all these new narratives that they're trying to kick up with these new stories and this receipt and so on and so forth just aren't, there's nothing to them.
we told you if you didn't agree with it, just contact admin and we can talk about it and we'll add you back, because that's not what we're here for, just to block you and then you go into the universe somewhere. Right. We'll let you back in, but we need to come to an understanding that this isn't a place to fight and bicker, because again, we're not social media influencers. Yeah. So we're not here for the drama and to attract people based on drama.
We're not social media influencers, but guess how much my page grew for self-promoting myself and my page. She definitely also added her page. Like, she's got a Facebook page. She wants to be like Dre too. She was using that in there specifically so people would follow her on her page, and it's grown significantly since they did this. So there was something in it for them too. She's lying about that. And plus, these girls are not just hanging out around here. These girls are not OG Facebook groups like when we talk OG from years ago. They are the new groupies of like the CMC shit storm that came in. They were all part of that and messing around with shit too. They've always been messy, but they've always had pages too.
Like, the people in our group are actually here because they care.
Absolutely.
So, you know, just like people that were fighting, Judy was fighting her friend, Camp, whatever. I don't even want to give them names. Her friends were in the thing. They were snapping back and forth. And
that was basically all my followers that were not really doing anything but asking questions, and then giving the admins a once over when they would get bitchy with them or block one of them, or that's how it works.
And calling names, sending screenshots, and we took them out. And guess what? And if you don't like it, then what happened was everybody went and created other pages. And guess what? Now there's all this drama out there. So just, it's fine. We're here for a good cause.
Why do you think that the drama started? Why do you think all of it, like?
It's definitely because in the very beginning, you know, we were asking, and that's another thing people want to say. Before we posted stuff that was in relation to Letitia, we would ask her. Because that's what proper people do. Okay, like if you're gonna post something about somebody, you say, "Hey, is this okay?" So Letitia, something got posted, and she's like, "I cannot believe she posted that. She didn't even ask me." And I was like, "Wow." So, you know, obviously she stepped.
They're talking about Katie. So Katie posted something without permission.
Back.
Again, those screenshots are out there too. I just reposted them the other day.
And then everything just went through the roof. Everything went crazy, and then lies started being spilled and all of that. So. And, you know, it's just that Letitia just wants only the to be out there. And
because they could not control what Katie was saying. Tony was trying to, and she couldn't. She could not control. And again, I don't care if you like Katie or not. It was just, and you can see it verbatim. Like, they were trying to control the narrative. Letitia was like, "I can't believe she said that," you know, and then come to find out she had been on the phone with Katie for 2 hours going over the details and the background and what she wanted her to say with it, but not telling the admins that. And then the admins are like, "Okay, wait, you got permission already?" And she's like, "Yeah, I already talked to her about it." Back and forth, back and forth. Frankie, I'll save you. Where are we going? Hey, Helen, how are you? Hey, Michael. Hey, everybody coming in. Look at you guys. We got a new button today. I'm a rich girl, a rich girl. Oh, you're a rich girl, yeah. I love that song. Anyways, I got new buttons today. Oh, another one too. All right, back to business here. You guys know me, Hey Molly's me Snuckle. Yeah, that's why it's so easy to debunk. That's why I wish I wouldn't have given that 9 hours. And the reason is I should have watched and listened to just pieces of it and went and grabbed this, because this debunks everything that they just said. Every fucking thing that they said is thrown to the wayside right here. So all of these setups and all this big, huge everything. And that's, I'm pissed at myself for wasting 9 hours of your guys' time and mine. I will never do that to you guys again. And if I do, you can slap me through the phone. Oh, look at your buddy's here. Now, Granny, where are you? I need somebody to get this cat to run from me. He will not leave me alone. I love Hall & Oates. That's one of Kenzie's favorite songs too. Her aunt, one of my best friend from when we were little, she made Kenzie listen to all the 70s billboards. She's a huge 70s fan. So Kenzie knows like every 70s song. Huh? Oh, Kiki's trying to get Kenzie to pick him out now too. All right, let's continue. We're almost done with this one. And then we're going to get into it.
We're saying lies, and then we don't have any way to defend ourselves. Like I said, we're not social media influencers, so we don't have a YouTube to go on to talk on or anything like that. And neither does Letitia, you know? So
yeah, this is sad that this woman would say such horrible, very low class, just classless. What a classless way to handle something like that for a mother that legit put the pedal to the metal and drove all night to get to her son.
You know, one thing that Letitia said that really stuck with me and that was really sad is that in the last couple of weeks before her grandkids went to back to school, she said, you know, I usually spend summers with my grandkids and my family. She's like, my grandkids go back to school in 2 days, and I feel like I haven't spent time with them because I'm too busy like defending myself, like, you know. And it's true, like she.
Okay. Oh, this is so frustrating. Did you guys hear her defend herself or create new stories to cover up the previous things that had been outed? Because I heard more story creation than her defending herself. KB, thank you so much. Or K-Dub. Why did I call you KB all of a sudden? Because we have a KB in here now. Hold on. Thank you so much. Let me do this one. You're a rich girl, a rich girl. Oh, you're a rich girl, yeah. My nose is driving me nuts again, y'all. It's snowing here. Thank you again.
She can't even like rest or like, you know, just pray about her son or do what she needs to do to be there because these people every day are coming up with some type of nonsense. And it's crazy because it's like, if you don't have anything.
Where do you think I got the name nonsense? Where do you think? Because everybody kept saying some sort of nonsense and it's hysterical. It's stuck.
Just step down. Like, just keep your dignity.
Yeah.
Like, you know, to these groups, keep your dignity and just like, step back, because if this was your family, would you want them to be attacked like that? Like, there's no scammers here, and we've tried to be as transparent as we can be. And you know, like I said,
did you guys see any transparency from the Facebook groups or anybody to begin with? No, that's just not it either.
We all decided to just take a break.
All right, mods, easy on Kathy Rivera. They're just saying that she does sound similar. We don't have to time them out. It's not like they're saying anything racist
Oh
or
my
homophobic.
God.
They're not being vicious. Just Kathy Rivera. I'm seeing so many people getting timed out that are like.
Alabella, great that you asked that question. Thank you for asking that question, because nobody stopped her. And Arizona laws pretty much state that. And we're going to get into that. I want to talk about the actual order, all of the things that do matter. I just wanted to get this out of the way because this, again, shows that the admins were very aware. They reached out to Molly. They reached out to Letitia. Like, they're the ones that started all this. And again, I don't want people to take my word for things. I want you to actually have the proof in front of you from the people that were involved that set this up. You don't need to take my word on any of it. Contessa, over and out. I know, Zoya, I need to do that again. That was fun. I got to figure out which ones we like of the things that I've done. I've done so many quirky things throughout this whole time. I'm surprised any of you guys still hang out with me. There's been so much crazy stuff. New Zealand mysteries. The subs over here are incredible.
Loyal Lori Lauboucher, thank you so much for the $20 super chat. Yeah, you guys, all right, so she has a similar voice, but it's not her. All right. There, exactly. We do have Dre PTSD. Exactly, because last night I had to apologize to Justin. I was like, Justin, I'm sorry. I go, at this point, Dre's voice goes right through me. Her in that stupid wig. I can't. I have to go up to my room and lay down. I go, I apologize. He's like, no, I get it. And like with me, I just want to do shorter lives because my eyes can't take it. Like, eyes can't take it. And I don't want.
Her eyes can't take it. Her eyes can't take it. Wasn't she on live for 10 hours straight the other day? And granted, I've done some long ones in the last, oh my God, never again. That was so stupid. Never again. I will never do that to you guys again. No, she doesn't sound anything like Dre. Nothing like Dre. Nowhere even close. Sometimes, D-Lan, sometimes we like to think that we've embraced our crazies, I think.
To be laid out or sooner than I should be. Yeah, so I'm glad that Letitia willingly showed us all of this evidence and proof that people were looking for. And
you guys just saw that, right? Letitia willingly showed all this evidence and proof that we were looking for. Huh. Guess what was shown? Nothing. Nothing again. Nothing. They were saying that there was this court order. Never showed it. They were saying that there was an NDA. Never showed it. They were saying that there was all these videos. Never showed them. They were saying that there's all these receipts. Never showed them. No, Slosh, she thinks that her chat thinks that the woman that she's talking to currently, this Gigi, is actually Dre. That's what they're thinking.
I'm glad that she's been so transparent.
Thank you, Rita, for telling everybody to do that. I appreciate you guys all so much. Hey, Ellen. Yeah, what proof? We're still waiting.
Parents. Hey, Nicole. Nicole, thank you. Sorry if I offend, but people, these mods are working. Nicole, you're a Patreon. You get a wrench. So congratulations.
Yeah.
Okay, so Miss Carla says, please reactivate Justice for Vaughn page. It's the only group I feel comfortable posting, and the people who stand with you will also stand up for you. Yeah, I mean, Gigi's here, and she's told me this weeks ago when we spoke that this was a lot of hard work. And people go in there and they say really vicious things against this family. You have to wonder, like, what kind of people just attacks a family? Because I remember back with the Shanann Watts case, people would go after this family so ruthlessly, and just, I mean, it was bad. Like pointing a gun and then sending it to them.
Overlapping cases again, even though one wasn't even a case to begin with, but that's the narrative they took it.
Posting pictures and stuff like that. Like, how you know this family's suffering. I don't know where anybody gets off saying that this is a scam or anything like that. That is absolutely absurd.
As friendly as Letitia is too, like people were messaging her, like just random people, and she was answering them. And so, you know, like
she says that she told me, she goes, I try to reach out to all of them. In fact, one of my the doctor guy in here, he donated to the GoFundMe, and like he goes, Marissa, he goes, I donated to Miss Letitia's GoFundMe. He goes, I couldn't believe it. She actually responded to me and said thank you. I was like, really? I was like, she's a sweet little thing.
Yeah, she really.
God bless that whole family. Anyone else?
I told her, I said, I don't know how you do that. I got a lot of unread messages because I
know. And you guys, I finally got through all the emails. I haven't made it over to Facebook or Instagram yet. So I'm all caught up with the emails. So it took a couple of days, but I did it. And I want to say thank you for everything you guys have sent me. It's so yeah. One thing that I wanted, and
there's that one. Okay, you guys, did that help anybody? Did you guys remember a few things on that one? Did that prompt some memories to come out for anybody? I got another one here though. Let me airdrop it to myself real quick. I'm going to airdrop this right quick. It'll take just a minute and then I'll save it and load it. Yeah. Oh, no, you're okay. You're totally fine, you guys. This just answers a lot of questions that they tried to muddy the water of. And I hope this kind of gives some clarification because, again, you don't have to listen to any of our words. You can listen to theirs. All right, let's do this one now. This one's a little choppy, but we're going to do it. What date is this? Sorry, give me 1 second. And before done. Yes. Okay. Now let me go over here. Present video file. Downloads. You guys get to go through all of this crap with me. Sorry, I'm looking. There it is. All right, this one is choppy.
If your hair,
but this is kind of a good representation of how Molly got involved. Again, these are just to clarify some of the things that might have confused people in the 9 hours. Again, I don't want anybody to sit through them, but these were some of the things that they stuck to and said, oh, you know, these are huge pieces. They're not. They're not at all. So I wanted you guys to just have this. All right, let's listen to this one really quick. Again, this is all fair use. These have all been deleted.
Falls out. It's bad.
Hair falls out for all sorts of reasons. You could have all sorts of different reasons going on.
You got to bang down a lot of nutrients and vitamins. Just post it. All right. I have
Maybe we should take her advice. Maybe we should take her advice and just take a handful of laxatives. I'm sure that helps with hair growth.
It was sent to me.
This one's not sped up. I'm sorry, but it's short. It's only a 10-minute one.
Look at her.
Was that justice you did? What is wrong with you? Yes, please sub up to all you guys.
OMG. Look at this.
Cash, that's what happened to my hair. COVID. Absolutely. My hair started to break and fall out after COVID.
I saw this video. Look at this.
You're so welcome to Lila. Why is there 2 T with a K? I have an answer that I don't want to.
Police report.
I did skip through some of this because a lot of it's not even necessary, but you're going to get some of the basic gist of why I'm playing this.
Police department 2 minutes ago.
This is the day that Molly got involved on the story, July 6th.
Oh, all right. All right. It says City of Yuma case number, location, reporting officer, attempted to unalive. Oh my God. Contact Andrea McCrae. And then the victim, Marvon Torres McCrae. Address. She's 34. She's 34 and he's 29.
She made a big deal out of 5 years.
Evidence. What? Property, evidence, other, make, model, description, rope.
I forgot about a lot of this shit. Thank you, Nana.
5/23 is when this incident happened. May 23rd. Police report. Trigger warning. Okay, it saddens me to inform you all that my son's injury is the result of him trying to unalive himself. My family and I are in total disbelief. We don't understand how something this magnitude can happen. It really breaks my heart even further that his wife knew this was the cause all along of his injury and refused to tell the family this. We ask that you please keep us in your prayers. Please give us some time to process this.
Okay. And now we know that Letitia had it since the 24th of June, and she didn't give it to the YouTubers, but she was talking about it previously, how they needed to get the police report out. So this was their post to get the police report out that was put in the group.
Okay. Before this came out, the admin of that group sent me the going back and forth screenshot with the mom, because the mom didn't know how to even address it. So I'm thinking if I haven't talked to the mom.
That's why she had ghostwriters? Molly hadn't talked to Letitia by this point. Horrible, Jennifer. Just terrible.
Trying to escape her. 5/23. So this is how it all started. This is bad. Okay, so this is what I'm getting at. Because it was very hard for me to get some rest. Yes, those kids are in danger. 1,000,000%. She's going off the deep end. Like I said, her intentions might be might have been good. You know, she's probably thinking, oh my God, I lost so much weight. I look great. I don't think she really sees that she is this gaunt. Listen, I'd rather be fat. I'd rather weigh 250 pounds than be walking around like,
You don't
I
have
mean,
to
it's
say
just,
I'd
it's
rather be.
scary at this point.
It's no big deal.
She
Embrace
threatened
it.
to leave him if he didn't leave the military. Okay,
Here.
so she's got 5 years on him. He looks like the sweetest thing. I mean,
Threatened to
there's
leave.
videos of them laughing and goofing around, and somehow she lost it. My question is, was she always a Jehovah's Witness?
I want you to notice that Molly had not talked to Letitia at this time. Listen to how Molly was asking questions because she didn't know shit. But you'll notice that things change pretty significantly.
Yeah, I just read the police report. She definitely looks silky. She thinks she looks good. There's not enough makeup in order to cover up. He's a sweet guy. He's not baptized, but I saw that. Wow.
I got rid of a bunch of the crap. It's too much.
On Paris Island, that'll tell a little much. I was like,
perfect. Kohl's sells Vans. I picked up a new pair. I'm in
Then I
love
left
with
that.
them.
Go me. Sorry.
barely walk and was out of it. Okay. Now, does anybody know offhand? Yeah, this wasn't her 4 years ago. She seemed really fun-loving and giggly in a lot of these older videos. Yeah, let me tell you something. If you got a man that can touch up your roots, me, $200. How can love? Check. I ain't got no homework. I ain't got no and dried berries. Yeah, I said she looks like lady. Her teeth look like she's on Child Protective Services. They cook everything and wait on her. They cook lambs.
All of the slander.
Or just comment. I've been digging up if I follow these pages on Facebook. It is a sad story. It's a little okay. Okay.
Do you see how she's like, okay, I'm reading everything. She didn't do her research. She was reading the chat. All right, let's look at this.
I got the email. And the mother had said, I don't know how to even like basically address this. Okay. Look at this. Holy crap. She's special.
Mess with me or my family, I'm going to be very reactionary. Absolutely.
Reactionary.
But it doesn't mean all day I simmer in those feelings. I always am thinking of my brain. I have trained it to work in a way where I view everything that happens in my life as it's happening for me. I'm always going to win. That's why, really, the comments that people leave, it's just a waste of their time. They can go ahead and leave it. Say what you want to say. Your behavior is very erratic lately. That doesn't bother me. Mother sucker, I am crazy. Matter of fact, you better believe my behavior is going to be erratic all the time, boo.
Look at her reaction to such a normal video from Dre, too. She always swings that knife around. I don't know, like that. They made such a big deal out of the knife. And to me, the knives were, that's always been, if you've watched Dre ever, she's got a knife, always ripping open a package with it or something. She's always got a knife.
This is why I didn't show my husband my crazy until I got married, okay? I trapped him.
What?
I said it. But now he doesn't look at it being trapped. He is.
Look at the narrative that they took. This was before Molly had even talked to Letitia. But look at the clip that she's playing in this whole narrative that took off from this. Hey, Granny's watching. Crazy. Exactly, Sheila. Exactly. Slay with Dre. Like, come on, people.
Happy that I dropped him, okay? Because he benefits. But yeah, it's not lately, it's all the time. Since I've been on social media, my behavior.
And anybody that thought she was being like, of course she was being serious to an extent, but that's her sarcasm too when she was screwing around. Like the whole thing. They've got a knife as like one of their emojis. It's her thing.
Behavior has been consistent.
Yes.
Psycho as a mother and very passionate with a big heart, but someone that don't take no bull. And so whenever bull does happen to me, I'm gonna express it and I'm gonna be heated and I'm gonna be pissed. Okay. So if I act mad, it's for a damn good reason. Whenever people see me at this point, because you know the majority of comments are good and positive. You guys love me and I love you, and this is why I'm live.
Molly's like, what the fuck? Why don't they love me? Molly can't swing a knife around and make it look cool though, or like still people like enjoy that. Molly just screams at her phone all day long every day, but she's totally normal and she's so shocked by this. Can anybody in the comments remind the other people in the comments, was this previous to Marvan's situation? This video specifically, was this previous to the coma? Or was it after he was in a coma? Anybody know? I'll wait and see.
Okay, like I could have just left that venting video up, but I want everybody to see that that is not how I stay, that I don't allow my mood to be that way. I'm always gonna win because life is not, oh my gosh, why won't it leave me alone? Or my life is so horrible. I used to have more of a victim mentality. But damn.
She's basically saying, I used to think like Molly. Yes. This was the first, that right there, Revival, the one on her screen, the Tasha K one. Is that what you're talking about? This is in that first day. She hadn't talked to the mom yet. It was before. Yeah, it was before. To my understanding, it was absolutely before.
No matter what.
Yeah, she actually, I have a clip of that, I think, too. I did clip some of this out, but isn't it crazy? Craziness.
What happens, I'm always going to win in the end.
Every freaking day, my baby mama come by here with one thing of food.
So when people mess with me or my family,
Okay.
I'm going to be very reactive.
Look at Molly's face. Molly is like trying to figure out where to go with this now. Oh, but it's not her. She's so pathetic. This is just fucking show. All acting. Look at her. Look at this. Y'all. Okay. Thankfully, we're done with that one now. Okay, so a lot of you guys didn't catch these first streams from these people. That's why I'm laughing, because you can't help and just look at this and go, what the actual F? What the actual F? Okay, one more. I got another. Yes, she's like, okay, hold on. What's going on here? Share. There was an error. Oh, hold on. I gotta load this one. Hi, buddy. Can you leave me alone for a minute? Oh, I might have to do audio only on this one. I might have to play it off my phone. It's being a butt. Bubba. I can't. I'm trying to look at his leg. You're such a brat, Kiki. All right, hold on. Well, I'll just play the audio from here. I'll play you the audio. You guys can just deal with it with me sitting here. Maybe I will. Kiki, can you quit? Please, sir. God dang it. He's like trying. This is what he does. He tries to fight me with the phone. Bubba. Pause. Can you stop for a minute? Please and thank you. He's like, no, I'm going to continue on. Hold on. Hey, Am. Okay. Let me see if it'll play now. I have too many videos on here. Download it. Why won't it download? Hold on. I might have an issue with this one. I don't know. Oh, here.
Me and Justin, we are going to be married, okay? Side by side on this story.
You guys get the audio.
Last night, he agreed. So it's gonna be my turn, his turn.
So this is the second day that they had been covering the story, just so you guys can see what you're hearing. Kiki, let go of the cord. That's what you're hearing. And I'll pause it through.
Videos. And guess what? Me and Justin, we are going to be married, okay? Side by side on this story. I told him last night, he agreed. So it's gonna be my turn, his turn. My turn, his turn. And we're gonna go through all this stuff. I ask you all, if you are following, because this is what's gonna happen. When and if we need to go to Arizona, because shit is really popping when it gets to that point.
Second day in, and she says, when and if we need to go to Arizona.
Trust me, a good, valuable source is going to be Justin, and he will be with me. Now, there are other people that we work with out in the field, okay? So several YouTubers might try to jump on the bandwagon on this story, but it's very important to know that with me and Justin, we're learning this.
So several other YouTubers might jump on board or try to cover the story, even though it wasn't a case.
With our community.
Hey, Miss Lee.
Okay? We're trying to make it as solid as possible. Me and him.
Solid as possible.
But the thing is other people.
Only the two of them.
People are going to try and get started. Don't bother with them. The intentions for justice aren't there. They're not going to move. They're not going to do anything for Vaughn. They're not going to do anything for his mother. They're not going to protest CPS. They're not going to make trips out there. Me and Justin, we're the real deal. There's others that are the real.
Okay, hold on. Let me. Somebody gifted me. Oh, Susan, thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you guys for letting me know who it was too, so that way I don't have to switch out on my phone. I appreciate you guys so much. Welcome to the cabana. New song. All right, let's go. So context for anybody coming in. Again, this is the second day they've been covering this.
But I'm saying, as far as this one goes, I think linking up with Justin was probably the best thing that we could possibly do. So, with that said, and I hate that, thing.
Okay, thank you.
I'm about to read. Yeah, it's facts, exactly. See, I see. Now, these ladies over here, their milkshake brings all the touch to the yard, for real. So, we're just making sure that we've laid some groundwork, because remember, all the new people already know these videos.
Mm-hmm.
But it's learning with a whole new community. You get what I'm saying? So sure. I'm going to keep this woman's information private. Okay. This is the young lady that contacted me when we got off the live on Justice for All. I did call her back. It says, yes. All right. So I wrote to her. So it starts.
Right there.
Almost. So almost. Say, this is Marissa. I am Molly Golightly on YouTube. So today at 12:51, this is what she says. Now remember, her first message was when she contacted me through social media. And she says, I know everything about Dre. I know everything about her ex-husband and everything. She was like, just do me a favor. Keep my identity private. So hopefully we'll get more people to come out. And as so long as we can respect their privacy, we're going to read this. Okay. So this is a girl that's known Dre for a long time. Yes, ma'am. Good morning.
Do you think they vetted that source at all?
I'm just waking up. Coffee's in my hands and I'm ready to talk. I met Dre. I met Dre when she was 14, 15 at a Navy base my husband was stationed at, where I worked. And
We don't give a shit about what she was like when she was 14 or 15. That's why I wanted you guys to hear that, because again, they're talking about this whole narrative was set up to go after Dre. It was never about what was best for Marvon. Never. It was never about it. So she starts getting emails from people that claim that they knew her when she was 14 or 15. Great. Great. She's 34. What the fuck does she have anything to do with somebody that she hasn't seen since she was 14 or 15? No, this was the second day in their complaint or their coverage of this whole story.
Was 10 years her senior.
But this is how some of this got kicked up.
I was pretty shocked and grossed out about it and told her to enjoy her youth.
Yeah, and then she just goes on to talk about how
I hope you're sitting down. Drea, Andrea, I'm about to slay right now. Let's go. His ex-wife gave her complete hell for years. Can't blame her for it, even if I don't like her.
she said a whole lot of disparaging things in that live. Do you guys remember that now?
But Instagram is what I check the most.
Here's
And
another one.
it doesn't really get shadow banned or whatever. Okay, so we have, oh shit. Oh shoot.
What?
Hello, this is Letitia Bias. Marvon's mom, Gigi, gave me your number. I wanted to thank you for covering his.
So what that should have said is, hello, this is Letitia, Marvon's mother. Gigi, there should have been a period there.
Your number. I wanted to thank you for covering his story and helping us get justice for him.
That's the first time they ever had contact. Gigi
His
set him up.
mom.
Wow. You guys are amazing.
We are going to help you.
Tell her we're not going to stop.
And the fact that your husband didn't hang up on you, that's a good sign too.
It is. Well, guess what? Hey, you're gonna have a really Drea, I know you're watching this. If you think yesterday was a bad day, let me tell you something. This is how it goes. I know that some of you guys don't know who the heck I am. You probably think I'm just some crazy random suburban bitch. Not really. I am a life coach. I know how to talk to people.
Listen to this shit.
I know how to get people to talk to me and feel comfortable. And it's an absolute gift. I also have incredible discernment when I am speaking to. I will not.
The fuck? Sorry, Ad. She's got incredible discernment.
Two-faced when I catch in a lie.
Sorry,
speak to phonies. Two-faced when I catch in a lie, you're done. Okay? I am in this because I genuinely want
money
to help these people.
Oh, sorry.
And
including her.
And yes, exactly. We are not here to bash her.
They're not there to bash Dre.
Listen, but guess what?
But we
The
will
way
call
she's
out.
Acting, yeah,
Yes.
the way that she's acting. Quit while you're ahead, sweetheart. Because let me tell you something. All of this stuff that they're recording, everything she's doing is all going to be in an evidence vault. Okay?
Where's
I
that
don't
evidence
feel
vault,
that
Molly?
These children are in a place of safety.
Really?
She is her own worst enemy, and she listens to no one.
Really?
God complex? Yeah.
2 days
There's
in.
nothing wrong with her. And like I said, I didn't know if her intentions maybe she didn't intentionally plan to hurt this family of hers. But now that we're looking back, you're giving us no choice, Drea. You've given us no choice. You want to sit there while you're being dragged, right? Well, all we're doing is we're just showing the things that you yourself put out. We're not making up information.
No,
We're
not at all.
spreading rumors. That's
Never.
not what we're
That's
doing.
what she said. Absolutely.
We're not
Word
calling
by
you
word
out.
of what she said.
We're not calling you fat. We're not calling you ugly. We're not calling you. Hey, listen, I think that you have the IQ of a Pringle? Yes, I do. Because the way that you talk is, I feel like I'm getting dumberer, and dumberest.
Isn't this
I'm just
crazy?
like, dude. So what I feel is this whole thing that she's doing right now is a vanity piece.
I think it's more of a character that she plays on.
Keep going, Dre. Keep going. I'm not the one exposing you. Justin is not exposing you. Your own fans, your own subscribers, your viewers.
She's exposing herself, really.
Well, she's
Shut
done
the
it.
fuck up, Spanky.
And she's done it without realizing that right under her nose that people were onto her. Okay, listen, let me tell you something. There's a lot of people that are social media personalities like myself. I stick to a rule, and I've told Justin this.
Hold on. I got the next clip. Just a second. Wait.
Personalities like myself, I stick to a rule. And I've told Justin this. Never, ever lie. Never lie to your subs.
That's right.
If you want something private, don't mention it.
Don't ever lie to your subs. Molly sticks to that rule. Don't ever lie to your subs, okay? Second day in on this story. How many lies have we heard her tell already?
Blah, blah, blah. Nobody knows what's going in your head unless you tell them, okay? I think that this is a very serious matter. How you can start making that tide turn, Drea,
Listen to this shit.
is you need to allow. I'm asking you for your own best interest because this is going to get so much worse, okay? I know you don't know who I am. I know you don't have enough time to find out who I am, but my intentions are very good and I am very confrontational. I do show up at houses and I do fight for these children. I fight for women. I fight for men.
Peacefully show up at houses.
Oh, peacefully.
Yeah, I haven't knocked anybody out yet. I almost got knocked out with a wooden log. That was pretty sexy, I have to say. I was like, come to my face. Come into my face. I was like, well, that came out bad.
I mean, this is the thing, Dre. Like, we want to help you as well.
Absolutely.
They want to help, Dre.
All you need to do is be honest.
Step one is the parents.
Yes. Let the parents see.
Sometimes you just gotta humble yourself. Listen.
Crazy how Marvon Sr. had already been there, right?
That's
crazy,
right.
huh?
You go out.
You're not gonna win this.
Absolutely
we
was.
have you on video.
Second day.
saying, I always win with that smug look.
Marissa, what does Jesus say?
Oh, geez.
Jehovah, humble yourself.
Remember how they were complaining about Dre and her religion? Well, listen to these little self-prophets. Anybody that uses religion as a manipulation tactic to get anything that they want, you can go fuck yourselves. Sorry, that disgusts me. Abso-freaking-lutely, especially when people are in their worst time of their life and going through hell, and you're going to try to leverage them by using some sort of faith manipulation. And that goes for anybody that does it. It is disgusting.
Let the ego out. Ego, the acronym for ego, EGO, edging God out.
Yep.
for her own good,
Fucking
being
little
her
twerp.
own worst enemy, she needs to step one.
Oh, here comes their
Just
demands.
be like, you know what? I don't want this to get worse for me and my kids. If you really love this man, let's look back at the video where how he was so happy to talk to his family. And you were
I think he genuinely loved her. You could tell, like, I mean, I think he
Yeah,
genuinely loved her.
he really did.
But I think somewhere along the way, the relationship took a turn. And I think it probably happened right after the K, because it is addicting. And
he would know because you sell it.
Or, you know, with the diet or something, you know.
Yeah, isn't that interesting too? All along, he sells K. All along, he sells K. Crazy, huh? Oh, that's a long one. We're not going to do that one today. Kind of some interesting little things that people missed at the very beginning of this, though. They had no information at the time. I can't stand him, Sticky, at all. He has done way too many things. He's doxed a sexual assault victim and did a very generic apology. He unblurred photos or attempted to unblur photos of a deceased child. He's lied profusely time and time again with this. He's had so many opportunities to come out and do all sorts of stuff. Never did. So let's talk a little bit about where we're at right now. So we are at a spin cycle, of course. Yeah, he was selling it all along. You can go back and look at him. Again, these are things that have already been addressed. And what we have now is a spin cycle of people who were not there in the beginning, who are trying to make an angle out of something that's not. What we want to know is, where's the court orders? Where's the court filings? Where's the NDA that they claimed was in place? Where's the restraining order? We want to know all that because those were huge lies that you told. And what's interesting is you claim that you were denied and all these things, but according to Arizona law, that's just not possible. Yeah, these are the first 2 days. And I have a lot more than that. They go into talking about how they're going to actually fundraise and how she's going to need information and, you know, like, well, to do it legit. And then she threw all of that out the window. Threat. Yep. They went after, started talking about the kids in your best interest. If you want this to go to, like, all of it. Heels. I have this stupid sinus thing that I cannot get over. And it just keeps my sinuses. I tried to do a neti pot this weekend to clear out my sinuses. And it's just not, I'm congested really bad. That's why I'm swollen right in here too again. But it's stupid. I'm not really sick though. Yeah. Yep. That's where we're at. So again, nothing that they're going to say is going to change the facts of where we came from, where we are today. There are so many things that they could have opted to show. Again, instead of showing the receipt to these people that asked for refunds, she used a video of Marvon in the hospital to show them. Never once offered to show them the receipt. None of them. Instead, went with a video of him in one of the most compromising positions. Now, I'm going to ask you guys some questions. Hey, Cancel All. I was going to ask you guys. Somebody was saying, and this is why I brought up the admins of the original 4 admins of the group. You heard them say themselves, they reached out to Molly. So am I hearing now that Timed Out by Owner is claiming that she is not one of the original 4 admins? And did she prove that yet? I don't follow any of those guys. I haven't watched any of their lives or anything. So I'm just wondering where the status of that is. If anybody knows in the comments, I'll do my research after. But so what I'm understanding, she tagged me in a post a couple days ago and said that she knows nothing about this. So let me walk the admin from the group back so people are clear of who that is. So the admin from the group, along with Gigi, Tony, and Mary, was Brittany. All of them buddied up to Molly and crew. You heard them say that they got in with Molly. They all had alts on top of using their regulars. Another one was Heather Marie. She's saying she showed some clips of messages. She posted a video. You have not been in any Facebook group ever. So that's not you. That Brittany is not you. So we have 2 Brittany's. Exact same spot, right? Okay, so let me walk back the admin Brittany. Let me do that for a minute. So admin Brittany comes into this through the little group. Her and Tony are actually really good friends in life. They start doing stuff for Molly. You just heard the clips that they work for Molly. They start buddying up there. Then Molly and Tia were working together. So those same little groupie of girls goes over and starts supporting Tia. Now, I don't even know if Tia knows who these people are because we can point it out that Heather Marie was in the comments, Lil Shove Till the 20th was in the comments, and a bunch of their other alts, Gigi's, Tony's, and Heather and the group. So there's screen recordings with a lot of them in the comments. So they go over and start supporting Tia. And then Rayanne, a lot of them are over in Rayanne's comment section too. So they've kind of been all over the place, still doing stuff. So then what I'm understanding is if you are not the same Brittany, but your name's Brittany, and you happen to clone the Little Shove account, but the Little Shove account wasn't you, I'm kind of confused by that. So somebody by the name of Little Shove from the 20th, which is a CMC reference from Facebook, started modding for Michelle, ended up rogue modding Michelle. But then we find out that you had cloned the Little Shove account, but the original Little Shove wasn't you. Is that correct? Well, Brittany is a very common name, but I'm just saying that's how that went. So the original Little Shove account is not you, but you ended up cloning that specific account. And you said you never followed the Marvon stuff, but every person that you have covered has talked about pieces of the Marvon story. So how could you have missed anything with the Marvon story? Because every person that you have followed or clip has talked about the Marvon story. I'm seriously asking though. The Little Shove Till the 20th account has been around for years. They hung out over on ER2, which is Exposure Room 2. They've been over there for a long time. So that account somehow randomly, in the midst of all this, starts modding for Michelle. And then what I'm hearing is Timed Out by Owner just randomly cloned that account. Didn't know who that is, right? You were never the Little Shove. The only person I've clipped was Amber. Amber talked about the Marvon story a lot. Okay. But you weren't the original Little Shove. You cloned Little Shove, correct? Is that what I'm getting at? And that's why you're saying. So there was, you know that there's a Little Shove account, but that wasn't you. But you cloned one and rogue modded Michelle. So you did that. And then ended up with Rayanne. And your name's Brittany. And you just happened to pick the Little Shove account that was from the CMC groups that ran around with the same groups that the 4 admins did. You have the worst luck. How the fuck did you pick that account? And then you made an account. So you made an account to take up for bomb. A pro bomb channel, correct? Mm-hmm. And then you were going after Amber. What's funny to me is all the girls that are sitting by that if you're not them, you never created a channel pro bomb. Okay. I maybe missed the purpose of your channel then. Or just to call out channel of Amber. So you were that doesn't make sense. Sloth, that's what I'm like sitting here going, like, try to make this make sense. So we have Brittany, who is the admin from the Facebook group, the original 4. And we know that Brittany went from Facebook, who was a CMC stan, who used to hang out in the CMC groups, who messed around there and is, part of a group of girls who just creates pages to, out and expose people randomly. So she goes over to Molly, right? So admin Brittany goes over to Molly with Tony and Gigi and all those girls. Then they end up supporting Tia. A lot of them are in Michelle's stuff. And Timed Out by Owner just ended up getting caught up in all of that. Like that, I don't know. That's not going to make sense any which way I turn that. There's just no way. How did you meet Rayanne? Again, you said through who? Bomb? That's how you met her? So if you're not the other Brittany, is somebody setting you up? Because there's no way you can spin this that makes sense that you're not one and the same. Because how would you have picked the little shove out from the 20th account to clone, not knowing anything? Why would you pick that one to clone in Rogue Mod? That's my question, though. Do you see where there's nothing there? So accidentally, and the same, that Brittany hangs out in all the same spots, every single place, and they have shared accounts that use multiple voices. No, Timed Out. I'm just trying to walk it back because I can't make it make sense. I have a whole lot of questions because you understand what I'm saying. Like if you look at from my perspective here, again, you said you don't know who any of these people are. Okay, so let me break it down again. Brittany is a young gal from Facebook who was a part of the original 4 who created the groups to go after and expose Dre. She had been around for years in the CMC stuff. So she started hanging out over at Molly's under alts. Then they started hanging out at Tia's with their alts and other stuff. Then some of them are over around Rayanne. Again, I don't even know if Tia and Rayanne know who they are. Maybe they don't, but they're definitely around. And then you don't know anything. Can I ask where you came from? What group you came from? Like, where did you come from out of the blue? If you didn't know any of this stuff before, where did you come from? And why would you all of a sudden, out of anybody, pick a little shove account from the 20th to clone? Huh. I just have questions on that. But there's nothing that you can twist here that's going to make that make sense. When Molly started going after Michelle. Again. So when Molly started going after Michelle, okay, yeah, that's it. I can't do the whole twist and spin-a-roo until you can prove to me otherwise. It's Brittany, bitch. I don't care who you are. I don't really care. I don't give a shit. If you are that original Brittany, I hope to God you're not, because she's a royal piece of shit that just starts groups to go after people and destroy their entire families with her little buddies for the hell of it. So I hope you're not her. But at the end of the day, I can't. There is no fucking way that I can spin this out and not make you end up the same way, because out of all accounts, you picked Lil Shove on the 20th. And that connects Christy, who was friends with Tony and Erica and Amber May and all of those girls, Heather Marie, and in chats and hanging out with them. You just can't. Like, there's nothing I can totally spin here that doesn't make sense. There's just no way I can walk it back without being like, there's huge questions here. And yeah, there's a very common name of Brittany, and that sucks because we've had multiple. No, I'm just saying though, like, do you see what I'm saying? There is no possible way, unless you really just have the worst fucking luck on the planet and you picked that one account out of everybody else, you picked that one account. But that's crazy because Lil Shove on the 20th was friends with Christy Payne, Erica, all of those girls. And they fucking made text messages about Michelle that weren't fair or right or accurate. Yeah. There's just nothing you can walk back there that makes sense. They're in the, okay, so what's happening here is basically what Timed Out is saying is somehow she absolutely has the worst luck. No shit. And if she does, God forbid, because Out of 86,000 people that follow Molly, you have the group of 4 original admins that very specifically moved from one place to another, and we can track their movements, that they specifically went from Michelle and they did a bunch of shit to Michelle. Then they went here, then they did that. And then like all of it, there's no way. Little shove to the 20th is a CMC saying, can I just get a little shove to the 20th to help her get back? That's the CMC reference. Little shove to the 20th is a total CMC thing. That's why I'm saying, why would she pick an account out of nowhere that has a huge history of CMC and all of these connections to this other? I mean, she must have the worst fucking luck possible, because there's just no Brittany in the 90 day. Who's that? I don't even know who that is. Pugs. I'm just saying, like, there's no way I can make that make sense, y'all. CMC is Crystal Michelle Collins. Crystal Michelle Collins is a Facebook profile persona who makes, I miss CMC at this point out here. I don't know what's so confusing about that, because she was a mod for Michelle. But why would you clone that one? Why out of all of her mods did you clone that one? That's what I'm asking, is why that specific one? Because that's a very specific one to just pick to clone. She had a ton of fucking ton of mods. Why that one? And why did you pick to clone a mod of hers? Anyways, here nor there. It doesn't matter to me. I don't care who you are, to be honest. But don't be going around telling people I doxed you, because I didn't fucking dox you. And that bitch, her name's been out here forever. So if your name's Brittany, cool. If you're not that one, cool. I'll wait for the cards to fall and whatever happens, happens. But at this point in time, it is what it is. I don't care. I'm sorry. I don't care. And Corey Chainsaw, you need fucking professional help and somebody to break your tag button or your little button on Facebook so you aren't allowed to type anymore, because geez Louise, do you ever sleep? Yeah, I don't understand that, Yinzy. I don't understand that. Yeah, none of that makes sense. None of it. There's that, just not that part. The whole thing about the cloning that one, it doesn't make sense. Again, it doesn't matter to me. I've seen enough fuck shit. I've sat here and watched you talk highly about these people, right? And I'll just be flat out. And you don't have to like it. You don't have to like me. You don't have to come back. I've never had a problem with it. But here's my thing. Exactly, Nanya. That's that. Yeah, exactly. You move shady as fuck. So you were one of the first people I ever heard call the ship a tugboat or a raft or anything like that. And then you ran to them as soon as things got out. I totally get it. But the flip-flopping out here, you rogue modded Michelle. You're over here lying flat out to Exposure Room about shit that didn't happen to you the other night. And I can't stand that one either. But you fucking went in there and lied your ass off about shit that wasn't even happening. And then you're over here saying, well, it was just a random account that you picked out of nowhere. And you had no previous knowledge of anything with Marvon's story. You only came into this clipping Amber. Amber talks about the Marvon story quite a bit. You said you came in when after the Molly Michelle thing. They all fucking talk. Every single one of them talks about Marvon. So get the fuck out of here, you stupid liar. At the end of the day, you're a fucking liar and you're a flip-flopper with no integrity, and that's that. And I don't give a shit any further than that. I don't care who the fuck you are at the end of the day. You're a flip-flopper with no integrity, and that is fucked up. At the end of the day, I don't give a shit who you are. It is what it is. But don't you dare go around telling people I doxed you. If your fucking name is a dox, why are you telling people your fucking name was Brittany? Like, that's your own fucking fault. I don't like liars, and and that's the thing is, it's convenient that you go to the very people that you start talking shit about the moment things don't go your way. That reads red flags. And that's the end of my spiel on it. I don't care who these people are. Just stay the fuck away from me. Because I tell you what, those admins were very proud of themselves for the CPS calls that they made. And you all heard that yourselves. And I don't fuck with people like that. These are the group of people from the CMC shit too that I will not fuck with. That Christy Payne, you drag begging little twit building. You did exactly, and you're doing exactly what I said you were going to do. You tried to channel build again. You tried to get yourself involved. You created text messages that Michelle was asking you for fucking meth. And then you came out here to channel build off of it. And now you're making your subs feel guilty if they can't fucking cash app you. What's the point of being monetized if I can't get a super chat? Get the fuck out of here too. Y'all bitches are the exact same. Every single one of you. All of them. And they all run together. Crazy bitches. And you should see, like, these are the messages I'm talking about. Erica would come to my chat and start talking about, like, Amber May was this person, and this person is this person, and that person is that person. No. Mm-mm. So Molly is over there saying because of her, Dre is leaving. The fuck? Heels what? Again? Sheila. Just hide. I don't got nothing good to say there either, Christy. I don't got nothing good to say about any of these people. They're like, oh, well, nonsense. Have you seen me like get mad at somebody and then when they hate bond with somebody else, go run into them and be like, oh my God, I'm buddies with them. Have you guys seen me do that? Nope. No, and it's not going to happen. I just don't like it. I don't like the people that are stirring shit. I don't like the people that are causing problems and running to people and saying shit that is being said that's not being said or that they're being doxxed or anything like this. No. I don't know, Amethyst. Still to this day, I fucking don't know. That's what I don't know. Absolutely, trigger milk truck. Absolutely. 100%. I'll agreed with that. All right, y'all. I am out of here for today. Do you guys have any questions? There's just nothing I can say anymore about that. Like I have tried to like spin that in my head to like work it out. And unless she has the absolute shittiest luck. Yes, exactly, Nunya. Unless she has the absolute shittiest, worst luck of anybody humanly possible. There's just, that would be absolute the worst luck to do that. You would have to have every single thing because they're all in the exact same spots at the exact same time, doing the exact same thing. Yeah, she's not pro-bomb. She just made a clip channel and was like going after people that were talking shit on bomb, I think is what it. Safari, who are you talking about? Which one? I don't know. Always happy. I haven't heard any more about that. Thanks, Heels. Sorry, I'm trying to catch up. Yeah. Eerie. There's nothing else to like, I don't know. You can. Nunya, she's not commenting anymore, I don't think. I don't know if you're talking. Hey, Frustrated. I love you too. I miss you. I hope work's going so great. Okay. Sorry, I was waiting to see who you were talking about. I give up. I don't know who you're talking about. Which one? Are you talking about Timed Out by Owner? Or which one are you on? I hate everyone equally too, Miss Lee. Thank you. We're equal opportunity haters over here. Y'all, we're really like, that's the thing is I just don't like lies. Like at the end of the day, I don't give a shit who these people are at the end of the day. I don't care at all. Timed Out by Owner. Yeah. She claims that she's not the admin OG Brittany. And there's just, unless she has like a 1 in 5 million shot of picking that one account, like it is, I don't know. Yeah, she meant bomb through Rayanne. And she's never heard about the Marvon story, but every single one of these people has talked about this story. Every single one of them has talked about it. I don't know how you could be on social media and mod for Michelle or clone an account for Michelle and not know about Marvon because she got her start being the rope expert. I don't know how you can make any of that make sense and know anything about the story without it making sense. Yeah, there's just so many questions here. And here's my other thing is those girls are really good at using accounts that have multiple users to them. They've been known for that, and they're involved in a lot of shit. In fact, I even have some group chats of theirs where they talk about some of their other groups in them and some of their other accounts and some of the shit that they do behind the scenes. They might forget about some of that, but whatever. Or know who Kelly Ford is. LOL, she doesn't even know who she is. Wait, really, Mandy? Who hasn't heard that name thrown out? Everybody's heard that name. All right, y'all. Y'all, it's so fucking confusing. Nanya, can you make that make sense? I can't even make that make sense. And I know the CMC bullshit. But not from those guys. These are the new people into the CMC world that made the CMC world go to shit. Like, that's the truth of it too. And they're all fucking messy. It is what it is. Yeah, Sheila, I have no idea either when she came out of nowhere. But I'm just saying she has the absolute shittiest luck. But at the end of the day, she's still lying about stuff. And that's the way it is. I mean, and it maybe not lying about stuff, but the flip-flopping, like, instantaneous, I'm going to beat you to expose me because I thought you were going to expose me. Like, I don't know. That just seems too much like that group of admins for me to overlook all of it. T. Kelly, we're all there. All right, y'all. I will see you guys tomorrow. Tomorrow we are off back to the races and headed back on track of the pattern, and all this fuckery will be out of the way. You made it make sense? I did. Really? You guys made that make sense? Oh, sweet pea. I agree. I don't think they sleep. I don't think any of these people sleep. In fact, I could never keep up with these people. There's just no way. I can see clearly now. All right, we're getting out of here before we get in trouble because we're going to head into hell. It's just bullshit, though. Bullshit. All right, y'all. Contessa, over and out.
How do I say goodbye? Glad you came. Closing time. Hit the road, Jack. You don't have to go home, but make the best of this test and don't ask why. But you can't stay here. Hit the road, Jack.
Oh, and I heard the Snooze Fest is back on social media. You could stay out of the fucking bushes too. You drive me nuts. By the way, Washington State, if you take care of your kins, meaning your nieces, nephews, anything like that, there's actually a whole program that helps. You can get over $200 per child a month for help. You also qualify for food stamps, and you would also get a social security check for each of the kids if, in fact, their parent is deceased. Anyways, peace out, y'all. Contessa, over and out.